Welcome, everybody. I'm Jeff Barton, your voice in the mortgage industry for the Mortgage Minute. Thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks very much for watching. We're on LinkedIn and Facebook on almost 2 or 3 times a week. We have a radio show that we broadcast in 5 stations in 3 different states. And just wanted to check in today about what's happening in the mortgage market, in the financial markets, based on a couple of things. One, what's happening in the country, and two, what happened in the election down in Georgia in order to tip the balance of the Senate, i.e. the entire government, into Democratic hands, and how that is going to affect your mortgage decision or the rates by which you're going to have. So first off, let's get to the rates, just tell you where we are today. We did see the bond market tick up a little bit. It's over a point now in terms of the yield. There's volatility, there's uncertainty in the financial markets, based basically on what's happening with the Democratic-controlled government. We'll see what goes on there. But now we have the 10-year note at 1.07. Hasn't been there in quite some time. Wasn't that long ago when we were talking about a range between 0.53 and 0.77. So the yields on the treasuries are up, which means that mortgage rates are up. And here they are. 2.86 for the 30-year fixed, 2.39 for the 15, 2.25 for FHA. FHA is kind of a different story. It carries with it insurance, so that particular rate is bumped by 1.25 on a yearly basis. The jumbo rate is at 3.25 and 2.39 for the 5/1 ARM. Let's see. Okay, so let's go on a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. Pressure on the rates, the economy, the vaccine, the COVID epidemic, and political. The political pressure on rates, does it last a long time? Is it temporary? It really depends on the policy decisions of the government. And in terms of yesterday's actions in Washington, D.C. at Congress, that really affects the markets as well. There's some uncertainty, although markets in general were up today. The stock market was up yesterday and today. So it's it's a little uncertain as to exactly how the financial markets will respond. But I've always said, and I have said since Janet Yellen was announced at the head of Treasury, that her being the person who was obviously running the Fed for 4 years, working with Jerome Powell, we'll probably see a very smooth transition. I know that Secretary Mnuchin will abide by that particular transfer of power, and I don't think we're going to see a huge change in the way the Fed handles things. But because of the Senate wins in Georgia, what are some of the policy decisions that will affect your mortgage, will affect the real estate market? We're probably going to see a larger stimulus, right? The $2,000 is probably coming, as well as some other relief that will come. That will help people stay in their mortgages, stay in their homes, and we will probably see an extension of the moratorium on rent eviction as well. The quicker confirmations for Treasury, HUD, and CFPB, that always makes markets feel better when there's a smooth transition, so we won't see volatility in pricing there as well. The $15,000 first-time home buyer credit legislation will probably get more attention, and the probability of a higher success in that, so that's another thing. Some student loan forgiveness, of course, enhanced health care, the ACA, and increased corporate taxes. Yeah, the increased corporate taxes, that's probably going to be coming, but I'm not sure it's going to be coming right away. I think we're going to see our way through COVID before we see any tax or any talk of tax increases. We want to see unemployment at a certain number, and certainly growth of the economy at a certain number as well. The Fed will continue its $120 billion purchase of treasuries and mortgage-backed securities per month. In another, I guess, tangent, jobs mean homes, right? So the quicker we can get people back to work, the quicker we can try to solve what's going on in the housing market. And what I mean by that is we need more of it. We need new solutions to be able to get people into homes without costing an arm and a leg. And the work at home has really changed the way a lot of people are looking. I talked to yesterday on my radio show a number of real estate agents across Southern California. I know that there are many different markets all over the country, and all real estate, like politics, is local. But for that particular purpose, this couple of real estate agents were saying that The work at home has really changed the way people are looking at houses because they need more space for work at home and temporarily, at least, for schooling if they have young children at home. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm Jeff Barton. Keep everybody, I guess, looking forward to the new government coming in, and hopefully that new government will help us all heal from this craziness. I was telling my account executive at Quicken today. I was born 9 years after World War II. I saw the assassination of a number of political leaders as well as the president. We all saw 9/11, and this has to rank right up there with what we experience, what I've experienced in my lifetime. It's been a day of, I guess, watching the TV and seeing if it's going to be okay. I do think it's going to be okay. Let's just get to next Tuesday. I mean, on the 20th. Anyway, I'm Jeff Barton. We'll see you next time.